Alright, so before the season actually ends, I wanted to give it one deck one more try, and that is a Mewtwo EX / Giratina deck. I've seen it sporadically. It's not been used as much as the Giratina Darkrai deck, but I think it actually might have a little bit more potential than the Darkrai deck, so I wanted to give it a try. I'm currently Ultra Ball rank 1, so I'm kinda close to Master Ball rank. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually get there. I don't think so, to be honest, but I'm still gonna try. My game is a little bit laggy, sadly. I think we can handle it. This guy is taking a really long time to do his turns. But we don't have to, there's not a whole lot to do. Just do this, put on Rocky Helmet, use the ability, and that's basically it. Okay, he finally did some damage. It's only 30, so it's not too much. I can easily heal it. And let's think about it, because if we heal this guy, it doesn't really do anything, because, well, the only thing he can do is basically evolve it. And then he does 150 to all of my Pokemon, I think. So he would have to get really lucky if he wanted to actually kill my Giratina. Okay, there's his work trio. Obviously he needs 2 energy for it in order to actually do attacks with it. So that seems pretty impossible. Well, he at least took his sweet ass time to do that turn. So hopefully I can do my turn a little bit faster now. If the lag can kinda stop. Thank you. So basically what we do here is just a red. And then we can do 150. Okay, I do have to restart my game in a second because this lag is a bit annoying. But yeah, this is 150, so that's 2 points. Alright, he plays Misty, and he doesn't get a single heads, which means he cannot attack this turn. So that is great. I sadly do not have the damage to actually kill this work trio. However, I can heal such that it requires at least 150 damage on my Giratina if he wants to kill it. Oh, he plays a Team Rocket, and again he gets 0 heads, so he's pretty unlucky in that regard. Let's see if he gets lucky right now, no? Nope, he doesn't, so I do win. There we go, and that's a win. So it brings us 10 points closer to Master Ball rank. And we are now at 756 points. I think this is our first test against a Darkrai Giratina deck. So let's see how well it does against that. Yep, there's a Darkrai. Obviously, Darkrai is actually effective against Giratina, so once he does get his Dark Person ability, obviously he's doing 100 damage every turn instead of 80. But okay, we have a pretty good hand here. We have a Team Rocket Grunt, so we can hopefully get rid of some of the enemy's energies. And then right now we just put energies on the Giratina. We can also use more Pokemon Center cards to again heal my Giratina a little bit. Now here I have to choose what I do, because I could use a Team Rocket Grunt, which would mean that maybe he gets less energy, so it would take at least another turn for him to get enough energy. I can also heal. If I heal, then I have 140 HP, so it's 80 plus 20. Just 100 plus 20 would be probably the safest option, so I think I'm just gonna do that. Which actually wasn't too smart, because Darkrai is obviously just going to I mean, Giratina does 20 damage to himself, sadly, with his attack. So he will have enough damage, probably. But keeping the Team Rocket Grunt is maybe good for the Giratina, the enemy Giratina, since it needs to use its ability in order to actually get psychic energy on itself, while my Giratina can still get psychic energy from the bench. The only problem is that the enemy Giratina might be able to one-shot my Mewtwo, so we'll have to see what happens there. If he has like red or anything like that, then yeah, it's a problem. Though I actually do get blue, which is amazing. I only have one blue in my deck, but it does makes the enemy do 10 less damage next turn. So if he has red, then he is not going to be able to do enough damage to my Mewtwo to actually kill it. So let's see what we do. Okay, he made me use a... He used Sabrina to swap it into my Giratina, which is interesting. I'm not sure why that is the case. We have 130 HP left on the enemy guy. We have to at least get one heads here, pretty much, and then hope. Okay, that's one. Okay, hope it is a psychic energy. Okay, so that's pretty good. Then we can get some energies on this guy. Now, the most ideal thing would be drawing a Dawn next turn. This guy has to... Okay. Dawn is not gonna save me anymore. So I'm now 10 HP. So I'll have to heal if I want to stay in. I can also swap to Mewtwo again, but I don't think that does anything useful here. I would have needed a Dawn probably, right? Because I don't have enough energy to actually attack. And I don't have enough HP. Maybe I draw the cape? Oh, I do draw a cape. So I retreat, I put in Mewtwo. I put on the giant cape, and then I hope... The only hope I pretty much have here is this guy not having another Sabrina. Or a Cyrus. If he has a Sabrina or a Cyrus, then I still lose. Okay, yeah, I lose then. But I mean, then, okay, he just has what he needs, that's fine. But okay, with these battles you at least get an idea of what it works and what doesn't work and how the deck is played. Alright, we are against a steel deck, which is probably a Dialga. Nope. Maybe Dialga and Skarmory deck. Yeah, it is a Skarmory deck. I figured it was, because that's what I've been seeing most often. Okay, now on our turn we just draw some cards, put some energy on Giratina. Ooh, okay, we have a Dawn as well. Not particularly useful right now, but maybe in the future. I could do a funny thing here and try get rid of the electric energy from this guy, so I'm doing that. Okay, we got very lucky there. Then we put Giant Cape, we put on some more energy, and then we are fully ramped up already. I think using Sabrina here is actually beneficial, since he is gonna have less space to evolve. So yeah, I think that is beneficial to kill this Magneton instead of the Skarmory, since Skarmory cannot evolve anyway, so he will always have 80 HP only, or maximum 100 with a Clog. Alright, so we are down to 100 HP. We draw another Giratina. I think I'm just gonna keep on putting energies on Mewtwo though, and I'm gonna heal, and then also attack, so that I only need one more point and still have 117 HP Giratina on the field, so that's not bad. Alright, he used his Magnezone to kill off one of my Giratinas at least. Kind of what I expected would happen. I'm gonna use Cape, put another energy. I mean, for 110 damage you're not gonna get there, plus I'm gonna try and get off some energies. No, which where I had a pretty good flip earlier on in this game. But I think I'm still in a pretty good position here. He is gonna deal 130, which brings me down to 40. Which is not enough. Yeah, he concedes. So that's another win. That's the second win with this deck. And it's only the third game I've played, so let's play some more and see how it fares against some other deck types. We are against our first water type deck here. I haven't played against this with this deck. This is probably a Gyarados Manaphy kind of deck. Yep, there's a Manaphy, there is a Wiglet, okay. But obviously I did play against the Wiglet deck. But I don't think I've seen a Gyarados deck yet. We are gonna just play our turn like this. Use a Pokeball to get the other Giratina. Not that it's very useful to have two of them. And we put an energy and end our turn. Okay, so it's our turn. Basically just do this, put in helmets, use broken space, and then next turn I can just put on the energy from the charge and then we are good. This guy is just putting on energies from his Pokemon, which is fair, but not a whole lot is happening. I can just kill the Manaphy right here. And not a whole lot is gonna happen, because this guy... I mean, he can evolve to a Bactrio, obviously. That's probably gonna happen here. Let's see if it does. Yep, there it is. Okay, so he's gonna use his attack, and if he wants to kill my Giratina, all 3 of the 50 damage will have to go on Giratina. So he has to get a little bit lucky here, and nope, he didn't, so I win. Because I do 20 damage to him, and guess what, I do 130, so there we go. That's another win. This deck is doing pretty good so far. Going 3-1 right now. Okay, another Darkrai deck probably. I'm guessing. Yes, probably. It's probably a Weasel Darkrai deck. Those also seem pretty strong. I haven't played it myself yet because I don't have Weasel EX. But it uses Darkrai's passive and Weasel's attack to actually do pretty good damage. There's the Darkrai. Now we're just waiting for a Weasel to show up. And that might already be next turn. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if he has enough damage to kill my Giratina here. If he has Weasel. So I'm not fully sure how much damage that does. I could also swap to his Darkrai just in case. I think that's actually smart to do here. So I also don't have any healing, otherwise I wouldn't have done that, but... Alright, and then we use the ability to end our turn here. Okay, yeah, there he is, the Wii file. Would have done 70 only, so it's not that bad actually. I think I should have kept it in play then. So now he did use Leaf, so he lost one of his Leaf cards. But yeah, my Giratina doesn't die and I can actually kill his Weavile. I do hope I get some healing here, thank you. Because this healing is gonna make sure that my Giratina does live through this next attack. This is gonna kill his Weavile. Leaves me with 50 HP instead of 20 HP. If I had 20 HP, obviously his Darkrai was gonna kill me. But now it shouldn't. Okay, there we go, he even conceded because he probably cannot win anymore. So that's another win, that's actually the 3rd win in a row now. And we are at 779 points. Alright, here we go again. Another water type deck. Perhaps... no. I thought I was gonna say perhaps this is gonna be the Gyarados deck, but no, again a Wiglet shows up. It's actually not a bad thing to start battles with this deck because you can use your Giratina ability to actually gain an energy. You still need 2 turns in order to get the fully ramped up attack, but it's only 2 turns, so having the first turn is very beneficial. Okay, so the very simple thing we do here, we don't even need to use our Pokeball really, is we just put an energy and another energy and then that's it. Okay, he only does 30. And now we have enough to at least do some attacks. Let's see, yeah, let's just do this. Alright, so he put in his mana fee, which makes sense. I could use Sabrina here, but I'm not sure if I should. So obviously it's not gonna kill anything. I don't have any heals. That would have been nice. I am gonna put a Giratina on my bench because this Walk Trio is gonna deal damage. And I think I'm gonna Sabrina anyways, just to get one of the ZLX cards low, so that Mewtwo can kill it if he wants to. Okay, here we go. Leaves it with 110 or 10 damage HP left. Okay, and he used his attack, but it's not killed my Giratina, so obviously I can just kill it and then be done. That's another win. 4th win in a row. Which means this deck is doing really well. And from what I saw, it looked pretty good, so yeah.